Wait, don't click away. Hindi ka naman mali eh. Time Catcher channel pa rin tong pinanonood mo. Medyo kakaiba lang yung introduction video natin. But that's just one way of expressing how I am amazed of our creators' creations. Kasi pansinin mo, we have an abundant source of food sa dagat. Ito pa, kahit sabihin mong di nare-recycle o hindi mo pwedeng ulit-uliting gamitin yung fossil fuel, sa tinagal-tagal na ng panahon na ginagamit yan ng sangkatauhan, hindi naman nauubos hanggang ngayon eh. And if you are enumerating this kind of checklist, you have to consider that the sun, o yung araw, is one of the greatest creations among this line. For the main reason that human race benefits so much from it, o napakaraming pakinabang ng sangkatauhan dyan sa araw. So, you may now have an idea what is our today's episode's topic. From the energy that human race is getting from the sun, it plays a crucial role in our ecosystem, especially in agriculture. During ancient civilization, ginagamit din ng tao yung sundial to tell the time. Hanggang ngayon naman yung sinisikatan ng araw tsaka yung nilulubugan yan, ginagamit naman sa mga voyage tsaka dun sa exploration and navigation. Because of the significance and the potentially unlimited amount of energy that we can get from the sun, the human race took advantage of it. 1883, an inventor named Charles Fritz created the first solar cell. O yan yung mga baterya na nagko-convert ng sikat ng araw into electricity. Naging napakahalaga niyang imbensyon na yan sa pagre-relo, lalo nung nilagay na yung mga baterya na yan dun sa mga sinaunang solar-powered watches. A year that should also be marked and included in the history of horology is 1972. Mga panahon na nagsisimula pa lang yung The Eagles tsaka yung The Carpenters. Panahon na ang fashion trend pa nun yung tinatawag na hippie. Yang taon na din na yan pinanganak si Dwayne Johnson, na noong panahon na yon ay The Pebble pa lang ang tawag sa kanya dahil baby pa siya. Hanggang kalaunan, tumanda na, sumikat, kaya tinawag na siyang The Rock. It was also in the 1972 when Audemars Piguet or Audemars Piguet introduced their Royal Oak. Base din sa research and resources natin na yung taong 1972 din, ipinakilala yung kauna-unahang digital watch. Tapos bandang April niyang taon na yan, isang Amerikanong makinista or an American engineer na nagngangalang Roger W. Hill ang nakaimbento ng kauna-unahang solar-powered wristwatch na tinatawag na Synchronar 2100. Before 1972, marami ng battery-operated na wristwatches. Ang problema lang noon, maiiksi yung mga buhay ng baterya, disposable, kaya prone at frequent ang maintenance ng mga wristwatches at the time. And that became a wake-up call to revolutionize the watch industry in terms of quartz movement. Hence, the Synchronar 2100 was invented. Ngayon, kalaunan, in-improve, tapos din-develop para mas maipakilala siya sa mas maraming consumer. Which is then what the Citizen Watch Company exactly did when they introduced the Crystron Solar Cell in the 1976. Ngayon, ano ba yung masasabi nating advantages o ano yung mga magagandang pointers para makonsider nating bumili ng solar-powered wristwatch? Base sa mga kakilala kong personal na may mga ganitong relo, service longevity daw tsaka low maintenance. And eco-friendly daw kasi hindi ka palit ng battery. And a lot cheaper daw compared to mechanical and automatic watches. Now, let's see what watch brands and manufacturers offers this kind of watches. So, ilagay na lang natin yung mga brands na more accessible for majority of consumers. To be honest, marami kasing brands na nag-o-offer naman ng solar-powered wristwatch. Kaya lang, hindi naman natin sila pwedeng i-include lahat kasi masyado nang hahaba itong video natin. May tanong lang ako. Kung solar-powered ba ang tao, mapapagod ka pa rin ba sa trabaho mo? Yun, gusto nyo ba ng quick fact and trivia? Compare natin yung market size ng solar powered wristwatches sa mechanical and automatic watches. Tapos, theoretically, ito yung natitipid na waste material sa pagpuproduce ng solar powered wristwatches. Now that concludes this episode, and I know this might create polarity, division, and criticism. Kasi may mga watch aficionado na fan lang talaga ng automatic and mechanical watches. But from a non-watch geek and a non-watch collector's perspective, it is good to appreciate this kind of engineering marvels because there could be future innovations that can originate from these horological milestones. Ibig sabihin, yung mga engineers tsaka yung mga inventor natin, pwede silang makakuha ng ideya dito sa mga kasalukuyang invention ngayon. Marami nang smartwatches ngayon, di ba? Tingin nyo ba yan na yung dulo? Wala nang kasunod? Sa ngayon, hindi ko pa alam eh. But in this channel, let's discover it together. It might take us some time to know, but sooner or later we will going to catch it up. Check nyo iba nating related videos. Salamat sa panonood. God bless us all and keep watching.